Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video today. My name is Tumi Adenuga and I recently moved to Canada about 8 months ago with my family from Lagos, Nigeria. So I have gotten a few requests on how much I spend in Canada as a family of 5, and this is like peculiar for me. Sometimes, let me just give an average, because sometimes I look at my banking app and I'll be like, tell me, what did you buy this month? So of course, for the first few months, I'm going to be talking about the basic, like how much it costs to run my house, like the basic things. This is not going to include like how much I bought like my furniture or any other thing like that. Of course, all that one is like completely depends on you, but I'm just going to be giving like an average of what can be obtained month on month in like Canada. I'll give a little bit of background. I live in Ontario. Family of 5 in other provinces might not be spending as much because Ontario is one of the most expensive provinces in Canada. I don't have a choice than to live in Ontario right now because it is Ontario that brought me to Canada and I cannot go elsewhere. Life can be cheaper in other places. Unfortunately and fortunately, I love Ontario, yes, very, very much. Even if I have the liberty to leave Ontario, would I leave? For me, maybe because the kind of job I do, it kind of like Ontario kind of like helps me achieve it more, so I love it here. So I'm just taking it one day at a time. It can be kind of like scary, to be very honest, but I'm just taking it one day at a time and I'm fully trusting God. So I'll give a breakdown on how much I spend. One is rent. Obviously, I have my phone here. I'll be calculating as we go on so that we are going to be on the same page. So the first one is rent. When I first did my house tour, I did a house tour and I remember somebody was like, why are you lying? Why didn't you tell people that you rented your house? I didn't feel, or I didn't think it was even something that was necessary to say. I just felt it was going to be assumed that as I'm moving into Canada, I did not buy the house. Should I have mentioned that I didn't buy this house, so I did not buy this house, so I rented it new? I don't know, I should have said that. But the house is rented. I don't own the house for now, or I don't own the house or any house in Canada for now. As at this present time, it is fully rented, but we have to pay well in advance. Like, let me chip another thing in. Coming into Canada as a new immigrant, especially in Ontario, you might be required to pay well in advance, sometimes 6 months, sometimes 1 year. I can't see how much I paid in advance or how much I will, like the length I paid, but we have to pay it well in advance, not for 1 month. So how much is my rent? I stayed somewhere too that rent was, as when we came, rent was not too expensive. Most people stay in the GTA. The GTA in Ontario basically is like places surrounding Toronto. I've never been to Toronto in my life, but places surrounding Toronto like Mississauga, those places are quite close to Toronto. So if you don't want to stay like in the real city in Toronto, you can stay like off Toronto, and those are the places they call the Greater Toronto Area. Mississauga, Brampton, Markham, Vaughan, Richmond Hill, Oakville, Burlington, yeah, I think so, Milton, all those places are closed for those that like to stay in the GTA area. But for me, rent for what I wanted was a lot. I am a content creator for many reasons, and for my kids, I wanted space. So I wanted like a house, like somewhere that could like did you see the amount of things I brought from Lagos, from Nigeria? For me, like I always say, it's like I am not, this is not for everybody. Like everybody cannot be like me, because some people might not need it. Some people do not even need to bring anything and they are fine. For me, I had to bring stuff in. Like I said, I do several things, many things that are not even on social media, so I had to bring a lot of things. So it might be, this is peculiar for me. This is peculiar for me, and it's not everybody's story. So I needed the space. Some people don't need that space. Some people want like very luxury, like they stay in like high-rise condos. For me, I don't need that. I don't need to stay close like that. So everybody's case is different. The kind of amount some people pay in those places for like high-rise condos, they even pay more than what I pay currently here. So just weigh everything. At the end of the day, it depends on you, it depends on what you're achieving, it depends on just you. That's just it. So for me, I chose to move like down here. I never even knew anybody around this place. I just told my realtor that I beg, get me, like, I don't want to be too far too as well. I didn't want to be too far, and far is actually relative. Where is far in Canada? So I was like, let me even still be close to family, because I have family around like Toronto, the greater Toronto area. I didn't want to be too far from them as well. I just wanted to be like in the middle. And Hamilton came as like top on my list, and I was like, okay, let's get a house in Hamilton. I think I like that place. I think I like how it sounds and everything, and we got the house here. My rent is currently 2,900 Canadian dollars, minus utilities. With utilities, let's just say roughly everything comes to about 3,000 or 3,001. Let's just leave it as 3,001. Now we are like in the winter. What I used to pay for energy before was a lot lower, but now it's like ×2, because you're like heating up the house like almost 24/7, and of course your bills will go higher. So let's just say rent and utilities is at about 3,001. Yes. Cost of my car. So car is the next thing for me. I bought the car outrightly, so I don't pay like monthly bills for the car. If I was financing the car, I would have been paying monthly bills. So like I said, huge like investments are not going to be part of this one. So, and that's another thing. What is peculiar for me might be different from some other person, depending on so many parameters. So for me, the only thing I pay on my car monthly is my insurance. My insurance, as a fully, like, I have a registered, or let me just say I have the complete license. I have a G license. Is different. Before, so I had 2 licenses. I had the G2 and I have a G license now. G2 is like you've not gotten there yet. You're in the middle. But for G, you have your 100%. You can drive. Everything is cheaper for you when you have a G license. When I had the G2, my car insurance was 350. And it depends on your car type as well. My car is a bit old, it's a 2013, so I'm paying that. If I was using a newer model, I could be, depending on so many things. Sometimes even newer models, you might be paying more, and your location too determines. For where I stay, insurance is quite good. If I was staying like in some places in the greater Toronto area, I'll be paying a lot more for car insurance. So I'm fortunate, or I'm favored that where I stay is factored in and the insurance is kept low. So now insurance is 290 Canadian dollars. So 31 plus 290. So we've arrived at the second figure. So the third thing on my list is groceries. I brought a lot from Nigeria when I was coming in, like a lot of food, but of course it will finish now. So but on a monthly basis, I spend on let me just say roughly about 1,000 on groceries. So I spend about 1,000 on groceries and toiletries on the average. Sometimes it can be more, like months that probably you're buying a lot of meat and everything, you're investing. Meat, it can be costly. Sometimes you can buy meat like $500 and all that, but of course this does not happen every month. So like I said, on the average, on a monthly basis, groceries, food basically, and all those kind of things, I spend about $1,000 as a family of 5. So I'm adding that to that, $1,000 for like shopping and every other thing. Oh, we need this other thing at the house, because you're always needing stuff as a new immigrant. That's when you remember that, oh, I need to buy this other thing. This is excluding like maybe furniture, or I want to like buy a bed, I want to buy this one. I'm not factoring all that one in, because all those ones are like costly. You might need to like have or spend more. All those ones are like extras, so I'm not factoring that one in. I'm factoring in like the things that you need to like buy like every single month. I'll be adding, and that's about another $1,000. Of course, like there's room for miscellaneous, like okay, you want to buy this one and that one. I'm just putting like a rough figure, like $500 to $600. It can be more sometimes, because you just don't know. And the way money goes in this country, you don't know. There was something I wanted to pay for. I think I wanted to order for some like medicines or something from the US, and before I knew it, that thing is still there. I've not even like clicked to buy, because I was like, is that how $200 will just go? And that's the way these things go, like $100 here, $200 there. Before you know what is happening, you spent another $1,000. So my miscellaneous, I kept it as like $500 or $600, but guys, trust me, it can be more. You won't even know when you need to buy, or you're like, okay, I want to do something and all that under $500. I'm like, is that how money is just supposed to be flying? So I just pegged it at about, let me just say, I'm already at 5,004 now, 5,400. So I just pegged it at like 600 for miscellaneous. That miscellaneous can run into like another 1,000. So let's just say miscellaneous is $600. So that gives me about $6,000 at least. Oh my goodness, at least for running the home for a family of 5. So like I said, it depends on where you're staying, it depends on a whole lot of things. It depends on some people that are financing their car and all that. It can be more for them, because let's say car financing is taking another $600 or $700, it will be more. Some people spend as much as like $7,000, $8,000 in a month. It also depends on how much you're paying for your rent. It depends on your insurance and all that. So it's a difference. Is different for every single person for many reasons. It depends on, okay, this is the kind of food you'd like to eat. You'd like to eat like non-GMO, you like to eat like very organic food. If you're like the kind of person that goes for all those kind of things, 1,000 will not cut it in the month. And that's the truth. Even for some people, I know like a family of 2, they spend a lot more than that monthly. So like all these things are not cast in stone. Like they are the months I know that I really need to do like heavy shopping, it will be a lot more. So it can be, most times it can be more, most times it might not be less. That's the truth. But that's the society we are in. Canada is expensive. It's a very expensive place to live in. So the best thing is that one should just be earning in Canadian dollars. If you are converting from naira, it can almost run you like you won't be able to take it. So by God's grace, if you're earning in Canadian dollars, of course it would help you. I didn't factor in cleaning. In fact, there are many things I didn't factor in. Like, okay, there are times that, okay, I need to like factor in cleaning. When I first came, I used to have like someone to come clean the house for me. Like if she comes like every week, in the month I pay her like $400. So I didn't even factor that one in. So that happens. So but fortunately I have people around me now, so, and I clean the house by myself, because I would even wonder like, what are you cleaning for me that I cannot clean myself? The real cleaning I want you to do, I want them to do, they are not doing it. So I was like, there's really no point. If it's to sweep and to use mop, I can do it myself. The major ones I want people to do for me, they can't do, or they won't do. They don't lay beds, they don't clean like in my ovens, they don't clean inside the fridge. And I'll be like, that is one I really want them to do for me. To sweep and to mop, that one I do it like every day. As my kids, I try not to like bulk it up so that the house will not be too dirty. As the kids are like 18 or something, I'm like, yeah, bring the vacuum, yeah, you clean up. My 5-year-old sweeps and all that. So we clean up after ourselves every time. So that cleaning, I was not doing it for me. So but what someone told me to do was like, okay, once in a while I will do deep cleaning and then we'll maintain it. My son washes the bathroom, we share the chores right now. We all share it. The only person that is excluded is my baby. So but everybody pitches in their best. So like I said, I didn't even factor that one in. So there are many things like that. I'm just giving that one as a basic. Like this is without you factoring like all those other extras like cleaning, like many other things. There's so many things. Car wash is there. That one $50 has gone. This one has gone and all that. So like I said, that is just the basic. If there's a need, I might do like a rejoinder if anything changes, like if I think I need to like do like a more robust one, a more robust video, I would definitely do that. But for now, as at 2023, this is the amount on the average that was spent on a monthly basis as a family of 5 in Ontario, Canada. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do kindly to share this video with other people that will be interested, because some people want to use it to like have an idea like how much will I be spending like for my family size. That's my baby. Oh my goodness, I need to go attend to her right now, but of course there's someone with her. My mom is with her. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Kindly share, kindly subscribe. I'll see you in my subsequent ones. And yes, just share this video because somebody might be thinking of how much they will really need to like expend when they come into Canada. But the thing that the disservice you can do to yourself is to be using Naira to calculate. Don't use Naira to calculate this. Don't even try it. You definitely have to be earning in Canadian dollars for this, so don't use Naira. Don't even try. I'll see you in other videos. Stay blessed. Bye.